Good morning, my beautiful souls. Here we are, January 20th, and it is time for our water sign readings. There we go. That's perfect. So, today is the water signs reading, and our water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So, that could be your birth sign, your sun sign. It could also be if you have a rising sign of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or a moon sign. So any one of those, if any of those, are in your zodiac natal chart, then this reading can apply to you. It may also be that someone you love, someone you're connected to is one of those signs, and you may want to hear what message Spirit has for them. So with that, let's just start with a few deep breaths and ask Spirit to come in and bring us the messages we are meant to hear today. Okay, so we're going to begin with our animal spirit card and see what animal may be guiding you for the month of January, or maybe it's going to be the spirit animal that you need throughout the year. So January is, the month that is the very beginning of our new our calendar, and it's the end of one year and the beginning of another. So a lot of times people like to make resolutions the beginning of the year, and often they disappoint themselves because they can't keep those resolutions. I prefer that you do a burn ceremony, and be rid of the old, the stuff that was either holding you back or hurting you, or the trials and tribulations, and write them down on a piece of paper, meditate, maybe do a cord cutting meditation with Archangel Michael, and throw them in some type of a fire. If you can't build a fire in your yard, like a fire pit, you can always burn them in a stainless steel sink, or something like that, or in an ashtray. So I think a burn ceremony is much better to be rid of the bad energies, the negative, the low energies that we've endured through the past year. So with that, very, very awesome. For our water sign, we have the snake. And inside the snake is the flower of life. It's the flower of life. I always twist them around. The tree of life, I always call the life tree. And so, this is the flower of life. And that flower of life has some really beautiful colors within it. And the one thing about a snake, and if you notice, the snake has a white aura, which is divinity. There's also the whole thing about the flower of life. It's almost like they're all interconnecting each other. And that's kind of like who we are as a human race. We are interconnected with each other some way, somehow. And usually the people that come into our lives are people that we've been interconnected with in more than one lifetime. So the other thing we see here is we see the circle, which is the no beginning, no end, but it's also a serpent. And the serpent is, by fighting on its tail. So there's a story behind that. I can't really recall the whole story behind it. I'm sure in the book it's going to have it. But the other thing about a snake is the snake, and it's perfect for the beginning of the year, the first month of the year. The snake sheds its skin. It sheds the old skin so that the new skin can appear. And I think that's absolutely perfect for this reading. So let's see what the book says. If it's, goes beyond what I said, which I'm sure it will. I try to keep my interpretations somewhat simplistic because that's who I am. Yeah, I try not to get into some real deep meanings of things, but here we go. Let's find the snake. All right. Guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. So in the Bible, the snake is the one that is continually tempting, setting up the temptation for the humans. So now the question is the snake's purpose to intentionally lead them to evil, or is it the snake's purpose to open up their eyes to other things? And there are different perspectives that believe different things. I believe that the snake is meant to open our eyes up to who we are within. And whether that be having the courage to overcome a temptation, or look beyond that temptation and see what's, underneath it. So that's kind of like my thought process on the snake in the Garden of Eden. And, the snake appeared numerous times and supposedly it was the devil. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine. And we're talking about the Kundalini meditation. So those are pretty phenomenal meditations. So lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it from the slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. So my water signs, this is a big message coming from spirit. There's no more time to waste. So it's time to tap into that inner energy that you've been kind of keeping wrapped up, and find out your true potential. So when you're in balance, you're prosperous, creative, and charismatic. When you're out of balance, you do a lot of starts and stops on many things. So to be in balance, Kundalini yoga and meditation. Yes. So I have been experiencing, a lot with the Kundalini meditations. I try to do the Kundalini meditation probably once a week. And usually when I do the Kundalini meditation, I go into a trance state. So, and some of the visions that come up are pretty intense. So, the snake, you guys, open up to it. Open up. You've got some deep inner stuff going on with you, especially Pisces. Pisces is a very intuitive and spiritual sign. And, you need to don't deny yourself. All the water signs, Pisces, Cancer. Cancer is a very emotional sign. and very sensitive, family oriented. So yeah, tap into the inner you, what your inner truth. Let that snake be uncoiled and do some healing and cord cutting and balancing. Here we go. This is our Aleister Crowley Tarot deck. So the card I pick first is going to be the card that where you're at right now. The second card is going to be kind of what you've experienced in the past year. And then the third card is what the new year is going to bring. So here we go. Oh, I like it. I don't know what tarot card. Number 14. I'll have to look. So right now, where you're at right now, this is card number 14. I want to say it's the, let me check. The number there's a little different. Temperance. I was going to say that too, but I wasn't positive. Okay, so this is at the bottom. It says art, and it is a card that is similar to Temperance, and it's the number 14. In tarot, it would be the number 5 because you add the two numbers together. You keep adding with tarot numbers and even angel numbers. You keep adding them, life force numbers, life path numbers. You add all the numbers together until you get to a single number. Unless it's like an 11, 22, 33, those are considered master numbers. So let me show you this card. It's Temperance in the regular tarot deck. It's a pretty beautiful card. As you can see, the person standing there is conjuring up things, creating, working on what they know, what they have, their abilities, their skills, and they're creating. Pouring a little of this, a little of that. You've got water and fire here. You also, with the arrow going into the air, you have the air signs. And then you have, the lion is a fire sign. The bird is an air sign. I'm not really seeing, the skull. Skull might be earth. So we're talking water, fire, and air for sure. So a lot of yellow, orange. The bird is red. So that Kundalini that I was just talking about with the snake, it all starts at the base. And it's a meditation that starts at the base and it unravels and goes all the way up the spine. Now, at the bottom of this, it's your base. It's your root chakra, sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra. Then the person is like all green, heart chakra. Then we have the light blues and the indigo blue of the sky and some light purples. So this is all the whole human body. And if you think of it like the story of the Kundalini, it's conjuring up that snake to like come up and rise through the spine and go all the way to the top to do a complete shedding of the old you. And this is where you're at right now. You're at a place in your life where you know that what was can't continue to be. And to figure out what's to be, you have to have a complete transformation. And that's what snakes do also. They hi Angela. I can't like really see the writings, but when I see someone pop in, I look to see who it is. So I have my phone completely going down, just so you know. So if I miss something, you're right. That's the reason why. So the snake is all about, old, getting rid of the old, beginning the new. And the flower of life, same thing. A flower will bloom, then it dies, then it reblooms. And that's what's going on here. And I would say really tap into some Kundalini meditation. Kundalini meditations are very intense. So if you're not someone that meditates often, I would first do some meditations of cleansing your chakras and protecting your chakras and learning about meditations, kind of tap into some of the archangels and do meditations with them, do some healing, and then get into the Kundalini. Because the Kundalini is a pretty intense meditation, and it's all about the transformation and connecting with divine spirit. So that's your present card. You are in a place where you are like trying to make things work. You're trying to put things together to create the new you. So let me, here I go with my voice again. I don't know if that's spirit trying to shut me up or what, but, anyway, so the word at the bottom says art. It's number 14 or 5. So the keywords are moderation, management, skill, balance, competence, and manifestation. Traditionally, this card is called temperance. It is the notion of moderation, not just in consumption of alcohol, but in all things, including emotional and mental, as well as physical. This is probably the most sensible card in the tarot. Crowley's version is named Art because the figure in the image is artfully combining elements to create an alchemical reaction. This requires a knowledge and a skill that is not commonplace. Art measures out the ideal amount of anything needed and counsels us to use them wisely and with consideration. The figure on the card is like the witch of the alchemist, combining two opposing forces in their cauldron. And to me, those opposing forces are the human existence and the spiritual being. This card is the fulfillment of the Lover's card, which is represented by Gemini. Art relates to Sagittarius, the opposite of Gemini in the zodiac, and therefore its complement. Sagittarius is the archer. The figure is, in one sense, a depiction of Diana, the huntress. You can see the arrow of Sagittarius piercing the rainbow at the top, of the card. Crowley said that this card represents the consumption of the royal marriage, which took place in Atu 6, the lovers. The black and white personage are now united in a single androgen figure. Androgen figure. The red lion has become white, while the white eagle has become red. Wow, that's complete transformation. Wow, that's intense. So male becomes female, female becomes male, which is we all have our masculine energy, we all have our feminine. And sometimes we need to pull one out to balance the other. So Art is clothed in green. I did that. Okay, sorry. At the bottom of the card, water and fire intermingle happily, showing how opposites can live together harmoniously. Each complements what is missing in the other. Same with the male, female, masculine, feminine. The rainbow that arises from the mingling within the cauldron and becomes the cape of Art is symbolic to the coat of many colors, as worn by Joseph. Much like in the Bible, this is the benediction of favor and may attract jealousy. In a pure, mundane sense, if you exercise moderation or are in control of yourself, you will attract the jealousy of those incapable of managing themselves properly. Enjoy your confidence and don't permit others to talk you out of your path, for it is true and pure. So follow your path, follow that transformation that you are meant to be on. So let's see what the past year how the past year has impacted you to be here. Okay. The 9 of Discs. And we have, Scorpio energy, gain. So, this card's really cool. All right. So I believe it's Scorpio. I always get Scorpio and Virgo confused because they're both like an M. I believe it's yes, because it has the tail. I believe. All right. So Scorpio energy here. It's the 9 of Discs, Pentacles, which is about abundance. It's about wealth. It's about good fortune. And the word on the card is gain. So let me show you the card. You have the 9 Pentacles there. And no, 6, and then these 3 are 9. Okay, here you go. So again, same colors, same colors, except for, the sky and stuff here. But we have the orange, the yellow. We don't have red. Orange, yellow, and the greens. So once again, we have, creation, emotion, and heart center. So this has brought you to here. So, and it could be that you have gained enough. You've gained enough in the past year to know that it's now time to start working on that transformation, and conjuring up your true you. It could be that you have done the opposite. You've lost enough to bring you to this place here. So let's see what the book says about gain. Again, this book is set up a little bit different than other books. They keep the numbers together. The major arcanas are in one spot, but then the numbers are all together. So you look up the 2s, 3s, by each number or so. But the other books are usually by the suits. So the 9 of Discs, gain. The number 9, Yesod, inevitably brings back the balance of force in fulfillment. The card is ruled by, it is Virgo, I'm sorry, ruled by Venus in Virgo. It shows good luck, attending material affairs, favor, and popularity. The discs are arranged as an equilateral triangle. Yes, okay. Of 3. Apex upwards, close together, and surrounded at some distance by a ring. 6 larger discs in the form of a hexagon. This signifies the multiplication of the original established word by the mingling of good luck and good management. The 3 central discs are of the magical pattern as in earlier cards, but the others, since the descent into matter implies the gradual exhaustion of the original whirling energy, now take on the form of coins. These may be marked by the magical images of the appropriate planets. As a general remark, one may say that the multiplication of a symbol of energy always tends to degrade its essential meaning as well as to complete it. So, come on, go down, get down, go. So again, we have, the compare. I love Venn diagrams. I'm sorry. I just had to say that. So it's kind of like a Venn diagram with three things. So they're intertwined, the combination of three different things combined. And it creates like almost like that Celtic cross, kind of. And then there's all those spirals, all those circles, those spirals. A lot of geometric energy in that card. So let's go to the third card, where the next year could or will bring you. Nine of Wands. So we have a 14, which could also be 5. We have a 9 of Discs and a 9 of Wands. So we have 2 9s here, double 9s. Let's see. I'm gonna read what the double 9s mean. Pretty sure I have them in here. So this is the angel 9s, not the 99. You are having an enlightened moment. Take note of all that is coming through to you at this time. So pay attention, basically, is what it's saying. All right, so here we go. We have a crescent moon at the bottom. We have a sun at the top. Fire, lots of red, orange, and yellow. And then the swords are kind of like a lavender color. And the middle sword has, the middle's, sorry, my wax is getting all over the place because the heater's blowing it all over. So this is Aquarius energy. I want to say it's Aquarius energy. I'm going to check it out. I'm thinking, is it Sagittarius, or it's either Sagittarius or Aquarius. There's certain signs. This is one of them, and the Scorpio and Virgo. I get them confused because they are so similar. I want to say this is Aquarius energy. And let me show you the card here. So here we go. We have that main sword going up. It's almost like, so we have the crescent moon here, and the sword is like going up, and at the top of that sword is that, it's almost like it's a sun. Not necessarily a fire. Down in here is the fire. So this to me looks like a sun with a radiant sun. And then we have all these swords like just going right through not only the fire, but right through the main sword. So, not a sword, it's a wand. I'm sorry. It does look like it's an arrow. They're arrows, actually. So wands are about action. The card is talking about strength. So, I mean, you can interpret this yourself, but no matter what battles we've had to endure, we're still standing. We fight the good fight. We keep moving forward, and we stay strong no matter what. And our inner light will always shine through. This is what I am picking up from this card for my water people, my water signs. Let me see what what the book is saying about strength. And I read out of the book here because I'm not as familiar with these cards. I'm really starting to like them, but they're difficult. The book is difficult to read, and they're just a little bit different. And the pictures are definitely different. So in this 9 of Discs, there's lots of planets on this. And also we have an Aries energy here. And maybe a Capricorn energy. I don't know. It didn't really say anything. So, here we go. This card is referred to Yesod, the foundation, and brings the energy back into balance. The 9 represents always the fullest development of the force in its relationship with the forces above it. The 9 may be considered as the best that can be obtained from the type involved, regarded from a practical and material standpoint. This card is also governed by the moon in Sagittarius. So it's Sagittarius, not Aquarius. I have to remember that. All right. So here is a double influence of the moon on the tree of life. Wow. Okay. I'm not quite sure where the tree of life is here, but I see the moon. Okay, I'll have to look at it a little more. So here is a double influence of the moon on the tree of life. Hence, the aphorism, change is stability. The wands have now become arrows. There are 8 of them in the background, and in front of them, 1 master arrow. This has the moon for its point and the sun for the driving force above it. For the path of Sagittarius on the tree of life joins the sun and the moon. The flames in the card are tenfold, implying that energy is directed downwards. So that's a pretty intense meaning there. And again, 9 is all about completion. It symbolizes completion. I probably could have looked that up too. But angel numbers are slightly different than the tarot numbers, and I don't have my tarot number book here, like right where I'm at. So let's go to the next deck. I'm doing this reading. It's 3 tarot decks. I have guidebooks for these 2 that I'm doing. The 3rd deck, I don't have a guidebook with it. It's a very new deck, and each one has like a word or a phrase at the bottom of it, and it's called the Celestial Divine Tarot. So I'll interpret them from what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling, but you can also interpret them yourself. And please do your own interpretations and what you see. All right, so where you're at with this deck. This is my Light Seer, Shadow Seer, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is going on top of the Temperance. And the number 3 is got a lot of spiritual energy with it. And we have 2 females and a male. We have the 3 Pentacles in that like macrame item, and triangles. There's so many things that have triangles. I know that the recovery symbol for Alcoholics Anonymous is a circle with a triangle in it. We have the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We have, there's a lot of things that are very symbolic with the number 3. So here's the card itself, and it's Pentacles. So you're in a place, this involves self, family, and community is what I'm sensing with this card right now. So this is all about finding that abundance, finding that good luck, that good feeling, being comfortable with yourself, your family, and your community, and having all those energies and forces working together to begin. It's almost like a new beginning, whether it be with a job, new place to live, whatever. It's all about things are beginning to look up. And if you notice this picture of the Pentacles, here we are. This is we're here. We're at a new beginning, a new start, and we can only go up from here. That's kind of what I'm feeling with this card. And what is gonna make us successful is self, family, and community. And when those things are all strong and all balanced, each one has an equal balance to it, then we're going to be on a path of abundance. So this is where you're at right now. What in the past year has impacted, influenced, created this state of being? Two of Wands. Very interesting card to be coming up. So the Two of Wands, lots of orange in this card. Orange is all about creation. This card here had the gold, the orange, the green. So again, we're talking emotions, creation, and heart. Do what you love what you do, and then become. That's kind of like the message I'm getting from that card. And then this card, this is like the past year. So this is what has brought you to here. We have a woman sitting in front of a window, just watching as the world goes by, longing to be and do something, not really sure what to do. Her clothing, she's wearing orange, and then her bottom pants or skirt or whatever it is, it's culottes, I guess. I don't know if that word's even used anymore. They're gray. And gray is uncertainty. So she's got the Two of Wands. Wands is about action. And she's just contemplating on what in the world she's going to do in this life. She's got a Volkswagen, a picture of a Volkswagen bus with a surfboard on it. Okay, kind of hippie mentality, I guess. And then a globe. Okay, and then we have that string of lights going across there. The floor is orange. And then the outside of the window, beyond the window, is kind of like a lot of yellow in that, which is a lot of emotion. The floor is a lot of creativity. So this is a person that has a lot of creative energy and is trying to muster up the motivation to figure out what on earth they want to do with this creative energy. And again, this has brought you to this, new place, I don't want to say new family. I want to say it should be new mindset about family, new mindset about where you're at, and, coming to your own abundance through all this creative energy. I mean, so much creative energy. No longer just sitting window shopping. That's what I think of this all the time when I see this card. It's like, you're window shopping. You like it's like going to the mall and you walk into all the stores and see all the things you'd like, but you don't really want to get any of them for whatever reasons. Either you can't or you just don't want to. Like a lot of things, but you don't want to. So that's what this reminds me of. Is like you're sitting behind the glass window and just like, I don't know, what do I want to do? I want to do this. I'd love to do that. It's like, I don't know how many times in my life before I truly took action that it was like a common phrase for me. Oh, I'd love to do this someday. and some days never came. And then finally one day I woke up and said, I'm doing this today, so that's kind of what this card reminds me of. So that's the past year. This is where it's been. And now you're here. So let's see what the next 12 months are going to bring. Let's see. Spirit, tell us. Ooh. All right. So thoughts. If you've been in my readings before, the swords, the thoughts. Thoughts are mindset. And we could either have repetitive negative mindset or repetitive positive mindset, which are called affirmations. So this card is like the Five of Swords. It's a place of, in the next year, you're going to be dealing with a lot of mindset. You're going to be changing a lot of those thoughts that have been keeping you prisoner, and you're going to be empowering yourself. All my water signs, you're going to be getting out of the illusion of what your thoughts have been creating for you. And it's going to be such a freeing experience for you. So yeah, this is like, the headache. Look at the crow's pecking at his head, and he's like rubbing his head. It's like, I'm so tired of these headaches. I'm so tired of my mind being consumed of this negative energy. Okay. And we've got like a greenish, it's like amazonite color, the crystal of amazonite. And there's amazonite, and then there's another stone that's like this. It's kind of like I don't want to say it's kind of a tealish color, very pastel, which is, to me, it's like the heart chakra and the throat chakra kind of combined together. So you gotta love yourself enough to stop imprisoning yourself through your mind. This mindset that has been keeping you here, not feeling worthy, not feeling like I'm depressed, I don't have the energy, that victim mindset. No motivation. You don't have the motivation because the mindset is telling you you're not worthy of it. So that has brought you to here. I need to get off my butt and do something so that I can find happiness. In the next year, this is what you're working on. You're working on true happiness, changing the mindset, changing the way you think, getting rid of the crows, not eating crow anymore, and just pushing, just like, get out of here, get out of here. I was told in some of the things I had to do, one of the things I say a lot when I say bad things, when somebody irritates the heck out of me and I get aggravated, I have to say nullify. And I learned this in my my ministry, the PhD I'm working towards. It's like nullify, 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 spirit nullify. And I have to change. So when I make a statement that's kind of mean, might be true, but mean, I have to basically retract it. And, and sometimes I have to go to the point where I have to say the opposite. And that's what I had to do. I've had to do, and I still do that. Sometimes I'll just say something because that's what I'm thinking at the moment or what I'm feeling at the moment. And then I say nullify, God, nullify. Because I'm still human and I still get hurt and I still kind of have those human thoughts which aren't perfect. But I don't want negative energy. And Because once you have one negative thought, it multiplies and then multiplies and then multiplies. So this state of being is not a good place to be. And it's very important that if your enemy is your mind, then you have to change your mind. Don't be a victim anymore. Don't keep regurgitating those thoughts about other people and yourself that are going to keep you here. Because we can go back here so easily, so quickly. So keep working on the mindset. Keep working on the positive energy. Keep working on you. Don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Don't worry about you, and only say wonderful things about yourself. Don't say lies, but say wonderful things about yourself. I am making, I'm trying to finish it. I've got the whole deck created, but it's an oracle deck with affirmations, and I'm very excited about it. But now I'm having problems with trying to get the cards to stay the way I want them to before they go to the printer, and I got so frustrated that I had to kind of walk away from it for a little bit. But I got to pick it back up and finish it because you can't sell a product unless it's finished. But I'm looking forward to the finished product. The back side of the cards have the yellow monarch butterfly, which is the symbol of my mom. So I try to keep my mom in a lot of the things that I do today, because there were many days that I didn't always honor her, and I had anger for her because of the mistakes she made. And so I try to bring her, like my trunk here that I'm doing the readings on. This was hers. It's her mother's maiden name on the trunk. So it's like I try to bring her into a lot of what I do today, because I wanted to know that she was an important person. Mistakes and all, she was an important person. And no matter what, her intentions were she never intended to ever be evil or bad. Ooh. Okay, here's 2 cards. This is the first one. All right. We're going to leave those out. Here we go. All right. First card is 6 of coins. Oh, God. Okay, so right now, 6 of coins is about abundance. Again, I'll go over all the numbers that you have. So the 6 of coins, this is a picture of the 6 coins. We have, you are beginning to feel secure, feel safe. The word on the bottom of this card is support. Now, it's very dark. It's got the gold in the coins and this beautiful blue. So this is telling me that in order for you to truly feel safe, you have support, and it's the divine connection. Communicate with your divine source, your spirit guides, your archangels, your higher source, and you can do that through meditation. So that's the first card. That's where you're at. You're beginning to open yourself up to the spiritual messages that are coming through for you in order for you to feel that comfort. Abundance isn't about getting rich. It's about that pure happiness of knowing you have all you need to be happy. And that's kind of where you're at right now, or where you want to be at. Okay, so then we have the 10 of coins. And it says, oh my God, I can't read this word. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So the 10 of coins. Here we go. Blue and gold again. And these were the two cards that popped out. So this is what I'm using. So you were, in the past year, you were at a place where you were very, very comfortable. And, you know, maybe in that comfort, you kind of lost your way and forgot, you know, what was important in life. And it's saying legacy. So to me, a person's legacy is, once you're no longer here, what are you going to be remembered for? You know, and it's time to think about, what legacy are you going to leave behind? What is going to be your legacy? What are you going to be remembered for? So, yeah, this card is all about, you know, in the past year, you kind of been contemplating all of that. You know, it's like, I can accumulate all kinds of money, but is that really what's going to make me happy? You know, is that going to make my legacy what I want it to be? You know, I know for me that, yes, I would like money, not necessarily to be rich. I would like money to continue my journey of having a healing community. And I don't really, I mean, I don't really care to live an elaborate life. I want to be able to help other people. And that's what I want my legacy to be. And that's what I want my legacy to represent. So this card, this past year, this is where you've been. This is what you've been thinking about. This is where you're at. And it's time to bring those things together. Again, kind of makes sense with this. You know, oh, what do I want to do with my life? Where am I at? What, you know, what can I do with these skills I have? The things I love, how can I take the things I love and turn them into, you know, abundance? Not necessarily rich, but abundance. So, you know, yeah, and then the card, this was on top of the gain card. So, yeah, you know, this is what's been going on in the past year. The past year, you've been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of, how can I find that true inner happiness? And, you know, yeah, it's like, this is awesome. This reading's actually been awesome. So now we have, wow, they're all coins in this deck. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, what's that say? Oh, jeez. Oh, I can't read it. The words, they have the words like so. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, wait. Nope, I still can't read it. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. All right, I don't know if you can see the word down here at the bottom, but it's intense. Trying to read these cards is really, really intense. If these would have been the cards I created, the print would be in white. So I did get to finally figure out what it says. So this is the King of Coins. This is about what's coming in the next year. So stay on your path. Temperance, create your new identity. The Snake, you know, shed the old skin, bring in the new skin, bring it on, wear it well. the Three of Pentacles. All these cards are basically the same thing. Regenerate yourself, renew your own idea of who you are, recreate you. And this card is the King of Coins. Look at the golden aura all around this person. It's beautiful. Hey Judy, you're here. This is your sign, honey. So we have the King of Coins, and this is about being a provider. So the next year, you're going to come into fruition with yourself, and you're going to like get rid of all these things, all these thoughts, these ongoing thoughts that you have not been able to rid yourself of. You're going to change your mindset. And in doing all of that, you're going to recreate yourself like the snake. You're going to shed that old skin, and you're going to see that white aura all around that snake. Well, that's what you're going to have all around you. You're going to have a white aura of protection from Archangel Michael, because you will be doing meditations to protect and heal yourself, and cleanse yourself. And then that Kundalini meditation will come in and go on, unspiral and go all the way up and bring you to a divine cleansing and a divine connection to spirit. And when you do all of those things, I can't believe these pentacles here. You got a 6, a 10, and then the King of Pentacles. A coin, sorry. And this card's word is provider. You will be the provider that you want to be. You will create your legacy, and you will have all the support that you need to have. So that is my reading for my water signs. And wow, this was like a lot of information here. So the numbers again were 9, 14 or 5, 9, 2, 3, 5, and then 10, 6, and 14 again. So you got 2 14s, 2 9s, and then 10, 6, 3, 2, and 5. Yeah. Or 2 5s. The 14s could be also 2 5s. So yeah, that's that was a pretty intense. I know, Judy, you came in late, and you told me yesterday that you are a Scorpio. So this was for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, and it was an intense reading. What'd you think? Where's my other girl? How long you been in, Judy? I thought you just got here. So where's my girl, Angela? Angela, what sign are you? I forget. Yes, we have to create those new identities. Hey, Judy, you should come visit me sometime. We could do a little energy healing circle, and my cousin Angela can come out and visit us. So what sign are you, Angela? I'm interested. I've been like really coming into a lot of Leo signs lately, which was very, very interesting to me. A lot of people I've been connecting to in the past year I have been Leos. Yeah, that would be, you're a Virgo. Oh, Virgo. I did Virgos yesterday. You should go into yesterday's reading, because I did Virgos yesterday. And tomorrow's going to be the fire signs. So it'll be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, I believe. Can't remember. I know it's every fourth one. Or every third one, sorry. No, every fourth one. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. No, there's 4 elements. It's every third sign. So with that, yeah, we should do something like that. I actually have 2 campers I have 2 sites with 2 campers. One camper is a Reiki camper, but it's got an extra bedroom. You are, yeah, and yesterday, what, you are what, a Libra moon sign, Gemini? Which one? Oh, Virgo, wait a minute. Virgo, when did I do Virgo? Was it yesterday? No. Yesterday was, I want to say yesterday was Libra, Gemini, and I don't know, Sagittarius? Sagittarius, yeah. So Virgo's probably tomorrow. Oh no, I don't know, I'm so confused. Virgo's an earth sign. I am sorry. Am I right? Tell me, am I right? I don't know anymore. I just don't know anymore. I'm so confused. There's so much information. So you should have gone into that Astrologer Joe's yesterday. It was pretty cool. He was reading some of the natal charts that people sent him, and it was pretty interesting, and a lot of the stuff he talked about. So yeah, you definitely should have gone in. I hope you go in out of curiosity soon. So do you know, you don't know what I can do your natal chart if you want. I'm pretty soon I'm going to be putting it on my website. I think I'm going to create natal charts for like $4.99, and see. Yeah, do that. Go on YouTube, and then it's like School Community, SKOOL, and then look up Astrologer Joe or Joseph Anthony, either or, and it's a pretty cool little, and if you want to just go into the free site for a little bit to feel it out, but definitely I wouldn't do the 7-day trial until like maybe the Friday before the actual class, and then, or even the day of the class, then you probably could get, you'll get a week. So yeah, but I can do the chart. I'm not great at reading them yet. There's certain things like I can tell you what planets are in which house, and I can tell you, I mean, to get into all that stuff would be a lot for me, because I'd have to really dissect and go into a lot of my information. I can create the chart, and that's not a biggie at all. It's just plugging in the numbers. If you want your chart, in a message, give me your birth date, the exact time of your birth, and where you were born. And I need your actual birth name. And the thing about I know in Massachusetts, a lot of times people don't have their actual birth date. You can send me the information, and it's nothing to plug it in. It takes like a few seconds to plug it in. So the thing about the birth time, if you don't, I know I had to contact my place of birth, Uxbridge, and ask them to, no, Northbridge. It was actually Northbridge because I was born in the Whitensville Hospital. So I actually called the town hall and I asked them for an official birth certificate, because if they give you just a copy, they don't put the time of your birth. So I specified that I want an official transcript, because I needed the time of my birth. If you don't have the time of your birth, then what I do is I put noontime of that day, because noontime's right in the middle. And it's not an exact, and that's just to find your rising sign. It's not an exact, but it's pretty close, and chances are it could be accurate. But the exact birth time gives you exactly which zodiac sign was in place at the moment of your birth. So that's why that's important. But yeah, same with you, Angela. If you want to send me that information in a text message, I'll do your chart. But I think that's a pretty decent price to do a natal chart. $4.99. Yeah, it pays for my little program, and yeah, a little bit. So I just have to put it on my website. So with that, I am looking forward to watching the news. Oh, it's already on. Oh, it's already happening. I gotta go. All right, listen, I want you guys to have a wonderful, blessed day, and I hope to see you again very soon. Tomorrow is going to be fire signs, so if you have any fire signs in your chart, please come on and listen to that, or if you know someone with a fire sign. For what? A natal chart? Or a reading? Okay. All right. All right. Just let me know, Judy, what it is that you want. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.